Alright, you guys, we are getting down to the end here. Christmas 2019 is so close, I can feel it. And, as always, I'm going to take a step back and, kind of remember the Christmases of the past. And, well, I'm going to address something from Christmas 2009, actually, that I believe I touched on in a rant. And that is the simple notion of, is it possible that a Christmas could be better than 1999? So, Christmas in 1999 has always just been accepted by me as the greatest Christmas of all time. It's always been that, kind of fictional, no, not fictional, but just way up in the sky goal that can never be reached. So I started thinking about it, and as I did back in '09, and as I do every now and then, what would it take to actually dethrone 1999? Well, it would take quite a bit. As you guys know, every Christmas I try to tell a story, from beginning to end. Every story is a little bit different, but, they all end fairly similar. But every now and then you will get one that is, well, what I consider like a legendary one. Actually, we had one just last year. So it is very possible, any Christmas could be that one. And there's a lot that goes into it. It's one of these things I really can't describe, and yet I spend so many videos trying to evaluate and describe it because, I don't know, I think it's important. I think that as I document these things over the years, my feelings might change a little bit. And, it's interesting to see what I thought of Christmas 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, compared to what I think of it now. So that's going to kind of shape my evaluation system, if you will, if that makes any sense. So, what was a good Christmas back in 2003, for example, wouldn't possibly be 2018-19 territory, and 10 years from now, I could be looking back at this Christmas and, I might think it was really great. I might think it was just okay. I don't know. But they've all been special to me for one reason or another. So that's why I don't like to really get into the habit of, could this Christmas be better than this one or worse than this one? I don't really look at it that way. Right now, in this moment, there's a few more days till Christmas 2019, and that's where my mind is at. That's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm going to see. And as far as the general term, could there be a Christmas better than 99? Yes, I believe there could be, and I'm going to kind of tell you how and why. Christmas, to me, the greatest Christmases of all time, or the ones that I remember the most, are the ones that had firsts to them, if that made any sense. Not just first, but any kind of milestone, any kind of something that makes it stand out. Because like I said, every Christmas is A+, great quality. But, there are ones that I look at through the years, which, God, I can't believe I'm almost saying decades now, because it's been 20 years of Christmas that I've been filming. So I have 2 decades worth of Christmases to look at, and I'd say probably 75% of them are fairly similar, but really good. But the ones that stand out to me, of course, 2007 is an example. 2007 was the first time that, it wasn't the first time I had a job, because I had a job in 2006, but it was the first time that I had, a lot of money saved up. And, instead of buying my mom a shirt or, buying my dad, some shoes, I bought my dad an HD TV that year, back in 2007. That was, the first big gift I bought anybody. It was, this big monumental thing, unwrapping it Christmas Day. And that was big because for the first time it was somebody else opening that big gift. Usually as a kid it was me, waiting for Santa to bring me that toy car or whatever. This was me kind of flipping things around a bit. And that Christmas is memorable to me and always will be because it was the first year that I really dove into Christmas shopping, something I've done in the years since. But that was a very special year for me to kind of get to be, on the other side of it for once. So that was a milestone. 2009, another milestone. The first year I set up Christmas Central, the anniversary of 99, all those special storylines. That one stands out. Getting the laptop on the 10-year anniversary, and again, you can't really replicate that. That's not so much a first, so much as just something, kind of amazing that happened. But again, what I'm trying to get at is all these Christmases that were memorable compared to other ones were memorable because they had some element to them that the other ones didn't. So to beat 1999, I would have to have a new element, a big element that would somehow change the holiday, not just for that year, but moving forward. And in 1999, of course, that element was filming Christmas. I had never filmed a Christmas before. I had had some really great Christmases as a kid. I can vaguely remember them, but without the video, it's a little fuzzy. But 99 was the first year, me in front of the tree, plugging it in, looking at the lights, talking about Christmas. And you could just tell in my voice, how excited I was for Christmas as a kid. And then when it came that morning, opening all the gifts and, getting an air hockey table and all these other toys, going to Nani's, getting the Dreamcast, just boom, instant classic. And that's what I remember, and that's what I'll always remember. So how do I beat that? And I don't. That's the point. Now, I know you guys are saying, I thought you said it could be beaten. It can be beaten, but I can't try to beat it. And the first the milestone, if you will, that I think has to be reached before I can say, Christmas has taken that next step, and again, I don't know how else to say this, is I would have to be married or with a, family of my own, basically, so that I could truly, be Santa Claus, so to speak, that I could, involve my kids in the Christmas traditions that I've been involved in. And that's kind of where this whole shift in focus comes in. Back in 1999, even, 5-10 years ago, I wasn't necessarily thinking about that. Now I am. Now I'm like, I have a lot of fun with Christmas, and I always will. My goal every Christmas, isn't to make sure I have fun, because I know I'm going to. My goal is to make sure everybody else not just has fun, but, really treasures it and enjoys it in a way similar to me. I know, everybody's different. Nobody's going to, have the same reaction to a holiday, but that, to me, would make Christmas that much more special is if I had a child that I could share these traditions with, that I could, morning comes and Santa brings them gifts and, seeing their reaction opening those gifts, and that would really bring it full circle for me. That would probably beat 1999, to be honest. Even more so if there was, some kind of special thing that they wanted that they went nuts over. That would kind of bring it full circle, and that would be awesome to me. And to have my parents there or whoever else there to see that moment after, all the history that Christmas already has and always will have, that to me is the next era of Christmas. And, I say that not knowing what the future holds, not knowing what the next few years has or the next 5-10 years. And as much as I love Christmas and I love what we've done, us being the viewers, whatever crap you want to say, as much as I love that, I do hope that 5-10 years from now Christmas is different. I hope that, it's still Christmas, but it's not the same thing. I would love to kind of change it up and, go from there. So in terms of if 99 can be beaten, yes, but it's not going to be because I try. It's not going to be because I come up with some new gimmick or something. It's going to just happen organically, just like it has in past iterations. Christmas has seen many evolutions, and, there's still a couple more evolutions to go. Just like in life, you grow, you evolve, you change, you mature. So does Christmas. So does, this whole feeling that I have. It doesn't go away. It just changes. And that's what's wonderful about it. So 99 will always hold a special place in my heart, no matter how old I get or how many Christmases I have after it. 99 will always be this special memory to me, December 25th, 1999. So even if it is beaten, it's not really. Same with 2009. December 25th, 2009 was a very special day for me, and it wasn't because of that day 10 years prior. It was because of the day that happened that day. Just like last year was a very special Christmas to me. They all are. This one will be too. But, in terms of trying to beat one or the other, I can't really predict that. And I try to, and like I said, that's the only way I could see it happening is in the future if, I'm ever blessed with children in any way, I would absolutely, go all out. And the first, or, not to say it would get old, but the first time I did that would be really special to me. The first time I, got to be dad, for Christmas would be really special. So, will it ever happen? Who knows? But that's kind of my whole spiel on it, if I'm being real with you guys, because I'm going to be real. I've been real this whole Christmas season. It hasn't just been the same Bobby Gaines who comes on camera and says, hey, what's up, everybody? I've had my moments where I've just put it on the table. This is what I think. This is what I want. This is who I am. So, as far as that question that nobody really asked, that's my answer. So, anyway, Christmas 2019 is coming. As always, open your heart. Thank you so much for watching Bobby Productions. Hope I've kept you entertained with all the coverage, all the different stuff I've done and will do. And stick here for more Christmas 2019.